Alright guys, how's it going? It's Mr. Extra from Team Extra, and from popular demand, you all have requested for my Photon Hypernova deck list for a lab. And here it is. It is completed. I've already got to test it and everything. So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump into it, guys. Alright, so we're going to start off with the monsters today, okay? We're going to start with the monsters. So we run one Lovely Labrynth of the Silver Castle. Lovely is a 1-up. You do not want to run her any more than a 1-up because she can become a brick very fast. If you don't know what she does, she will prevent your opponent from using monster effects or responding to monster effects. So, like negating your trap cards when you use your normal trap cards while she's on the field. And she can grab a trap card in the graveyard, set it back on the field, apply extra text to it, which is just control fiend, which is the whole deck's fiend, shocker. And you basically get trap card recurrence from that. And then the third thing is when a normal trap card makes a monster leave the field, whether it's yours or their monster, you can either snipe a card out of hand at random for them, for the opponent, or you can pop a card on field by choice. So, just one Lovely. Next is going to be Lady. Lady is 1000% a 3-up. I do not care what anyone says. I don't care if they think it's a 2-up or it's a 1-up. And don't even go trying to have an argument saying that it is a brick when it special summons from hand as a hand trap, basically, for free. So, Lady is your big boss monster. She's the best card in the deck. If you don't know what Lady does, I'll explain for you. She's 8-star. She's a fiend. She, when you control a set card, your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. Also, cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects. Let's see. If a Labrynth card or a normal trap card is activated this turn, except Lady. So Lady can't set off Lady. You can special summon this card from your hand in defense position. When a normal trap card is activated quick effect, you can set one normal trap card with a different name directly from your deck. The longer she is on the field, the more likely you're going to win the game. Real simple. Your turn one, I can show you guys. I'll actually do a combo tutorial at the end of this, right? To where, like, I can show you how a basic hand can turn into, like, the standard board for lab. So 3 Lady, you literally need her. And then we do 3, that one's a little messed up, don't even ask. 3 Ariana. Ariana is your Stratos of the deck. Ariana says if she's normal, special, you can search for a lab card and add to your hand. Spell trap monster. So your big primary play is if Lady is not in play and you start with Ariana, you're going to use Ariana and you're going to search Lady. Real simple. Because Lady helps you win the game with her resource farming of the traps, because then you can use her to start grabbing traps from your deck that's suitable for the situation you're in. Ariana has another effect to where if a trap card makes a monster leave the field, normal trap card, you can draw a card, and then after you draw that card, you can set a spell trap from your hand or special summon a fiend. Now, it doesn't sound like it comes up. The only thing here is Ariana cannot do her search effect and then this effect the same turn. Then we play 1 Ariane. Ariane is not bad. Her second effect is the exact same as Ariana, about the setting the trap or spell from your hand, or special summoning a fiend if a normal trap card moves monster off the field. But Ariane, when she's normal, she can normal, special, whatever. It's you can send one normal trap card from your hand, or that's on the field of the graveyard, and special summon level 4 lower fiend. So basically, if you don't see any of this and you see Ariane, you go Ariane, because chances are you're going to have at least one trap card. It's impossible to draw a handful of just monsters with this deck. There is not enough monsters for that to happen consistently. So you'd go Ariane, you'd pitch like Imperm, you'd search Ariana, use special Ariana effect, search Lady. On resolution, use Lady's quick effect. Throw her on the field. That's 3 bodies for the price of 1 effect. And then the rest of the monsters are real simple. We got one backjack for backjack plays because backjack is a prime real estate dumping it off ghastly glitch. And then lastly, you guys who have seen the channel, who are vets to the channel, which by the way, we're going to do a Patreon soon, guys. And I got to test this in person a lot less. I want to say 2 days because, no, I want to say Saturday. The sneak peek was on Saturday for my shop. And I got all my HYPERNOVA stuff, let's just say that. And lastly, 3D shifter because this card is so interruptive when it comes to this meta. Now, cash being a thing is going to be like D-shifter can come out for cash in the game too, but this still deters tier. Tier is still technically the big deck in the room for now. All right, let's hope this ban list cripples them. Okay, guys, let's hope and pray for it. All right, so we're gonna go to the spells, wherever I put those things at. All right. Spells are real simple for this deck. We got a Necro Valley because it stops any standard rogue deck and tier. I mean, it's there for tier. We have one Labrynth. It's a pretty good card. It gives extra text to your Welcome Labrynth or anything that says Welcome Labrynth in it. So fair Welcome Labrynth, big Welcome Labrynth, etc., etc. And then the text lets you pop a card on the field, and when that trap card resolves, if a normal trap card was activated, you can, on a new chain, go Labrynth, and special summon a fiend from your graveyard or from your hand. And lastly, 3 Pot of Extravagance, because if you've watched these videos enough, there's like maybe 2 extra deck monsters I actually use. And there's all of it's situational. I can easily close out the match without like actually directly using my extra deck at all. So, let's go to the trap lineup. Trap lineup is probably what you guys want to hear the best. We have 2 punishments because punishment is very punishing. It's really good. You can dump Gorilla, you can dump all kinds of stuff. We main deck 3 evenly matched because I lose a dice roll a lot, and it is a very big Giga Chad power move because you can't really break with it, and if you do, if you have Ariana, you can just toss it in grave. So we go 3 evenly matches in the main. 3 Robbery of the Warlords because this stops Sprite, this stops Tier, this stops... It won't work on Cash Tira. Not really. About the only thing. Because I was thinking about playing Cash and I was going to play Robbery and Cash. The only important thing about this matchup with Cash is their Cash's boss monster, Rise a Machine. So, yeah. 1 Waybridge. Waybridge says, because I know you guys don't know what this is, says if your opponent controls 2 more monsters than you do, your opponent must send monsters they control the graveyard. Now, this does not set off tier effects. It is forcing a player to do an action. If a player tries to tell you it does, they're wrong. It literally says your opponent must send monsters they control, not send monsters. It's saying your opponent. It's evenly matched, but a little bit better. Well, not better, but debatable. Whatever. Alright, so we have the 2 Ice Dragon Prison. I was originally running 3, but when I got like my HYPERNOVA stuff, I had to cut some stuff, and I can get away with 2 Ice Dragons and 2 punishments perfectly fine. 1 Karma Cannon. Karma Cannon is an amazing card. You can easily get another turn or 2 with this card just because it's basically a make your player flip it all face down Book of Moon. And then we're going to hit with the MVP of the deck. Has to be triple Compulse. They have to be the pretty ones. You want to see them more. Compulse is extremely disruptive against all the decks in the format. Because nothing says screw you like a middle finger, like a Compulse, saying go back to your hand. Or extra deck. Then we got the 3 Welcome Labrynth, which is the standard welcome. This is a special summon from deck. And you can also reset it when it's in the graveyard with its own effect, because one interesting thing that a lot of people don't know about Welcome Labrynth is you can use this Welcome Labrynth and then it'll go to grave. And let's say if you have the second one, if you remove a monster off the field based on normal trap card, this second Welcome Labrynth that did not get used the same turn will be able to set itself back on the field. It's pretty interesting. And then we got the Holy Grail of this deck as of now. 3 big Welcome Labrynth. The stuff that I had to do to hunt down these on the HYPERNOVA sneak peek from yesterday, we're not going to talk about that. Big Welcome Labrynth makes this deck amazing. Special summon one Labrynth monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard. Then return one monster you control to the hand. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one fiend monster you control, or if you control level 8 or higher fiend monster, you can target one card your opponent controls instead. So, on the field, it is it will compulse one of your own monsters and a special one from deck. So technically, in this situation, if you have like Ariana and the lady on the field, you can go Big Welcome Labrynth, throw out Lovely, and then when Big Welcome Labrynth goes to resolve, you can take Ariana and put it back in your hand, or you can take the lady and then just re-special the lady off her own effect. And if it's in graveyard, and this has to be a different turn, you can't do both Big Welcomes the same turn. It's not the same thing as like Welcome. You can banish this from graveyard, and then you can target one fiend monster you control, or if you control level 8 or higher fiend, I can target one of your cards and just bounce it. So I can bounce back, or I can bounce floodgates. So if I have Lady on the field and if I banish this, I can just bounce one of your cards, and Lady's not. I don't have to like bounce any of my cards because I control level 8. All right. So lastly, we got the double Ghastly Glitch for the backjack play. Realistically, the backjack line's pretty good, and then 3 Imperm because I mean, Imperm is a hand trap. And Shifter's a hand trap if you feel like counting it as a hand trap, I guess, guys. Like, I don't know what to say. It's really not. I mean, it kind of is, but it doesn't... I don't know. It's okay. It's very disruptive. Now, the only thing I've been wanting to test, Ash. Been wanting to add Ash into this, onto the side, because, but I don't want to play Ash and Shifter. Shifter is much more amazing, but Ash is good to snip a combo off early. Alright, here's the, we're going to do a side deck with an extra deck. We got 1 Metaverse for the side deck to flip out the Necro Valley. 3 Dimensional Barrier because tier is still a thing. 2 Dogwood for time. Yeah, I know, and you can hate me, I don't care. Like, the amount of times that people in regional will, like, do little cheap stuff to go in the time just to nab that win. You haven't done the regional in a while, that's literally how it is. 2 Lava Golem because we're hilarious. That's supposed to be 3, but it's 2 for the time being. Triple Dimensional Fissure because, like, it does stop us to an extent, but not enough to be a problem because Big Welcome can still go to the graveyard and then still be used under Dimensional Fissure, and Welcome Labrynth can still set itself under Dimensional Fissure. 3 Judgments. Judgment to deal with your generic shit, right? Right. So let's get the side deck out the way, and let's go for the extra deck, right? Alright. This will be kind of quick. Double Nestus for punishment target. Aggravator for punishment target. 1 Pegasus Igniter for punishment target. Garua to draw a card and also a punishment target. Igniter will let me, if it's in grave, I can like use it to spin back something when it tries to crash into a monster. Aggravator, if it gets dumped in the grave, you can negate a monster, negate a card on the field with it. Which, they don't come up that much, but I mean, the ones that come up the most realistically is Nestus. Alright, so we got those are the punishment targets, so we're going to go ahead and get the other ones. We have 1 Enema to get the backjack off the field in turn 1. 1 Muckraker, because Muckraker is amazing, and you can use it to also clear a backjack off the field, or you can just use it to give protection to your fiend monsters, or just use its effect to where you discard a card and special summon one back from grave if you need to fish back a lady or something for whatever reason. Nightmare Phoenix for backward destruction, which most of the time, I mean, we're playing trap deck. We can handle like a good 90% of the backward destruction just from the main deck cards, unless it specifically requires a monster effect to do it. Dark. Dark is pretty nice. How often does it come up? It comes up once in a while. It really just depends on what I'm playing against. Most of the time I don't need to use it though. Unchained Abomination. I throw this thing out once in a while, but usually when I do, I can end the game. Because when it goes to battle, you can pop a card. When something gets destroyed, you can pop a card. During end phase, you can pop a card. Underworld Goddess to jump over towers, for the most part. Abyss Dweller. Rarely make this thing, but when I do, it's good. good for tier. Evil Swarm, Excision Knight, good for clearing boards, bad for tier mainly, unless they're under Shifter or Defisher. Then it's amazing because then you can just wipe their whole board and watch it drop into the abyss. And then we have a DDD Wave King Caesar, and we use him to jump into Divisor King Deuce Machina. Now DDD Marksman should be here too, but I don't have him. So like, if you had Marksman, you could just take out like the Nightmare Phoenix realistically, and yeah, because you would go the two maidens, you would overlay into Wave King. Wave King, you'd slap Marksman on top of it, and then Marksman, you slap Doom King, or Divisor King. Divisor King, he is a once per chain, where when a monster effect's used, he can snatch it and make his material. If you do it all correctly, you get 2 snatches straight out the gate, where you can snatch one, because you'll start off with 3 material, and then you'll snatch one, and you'll detach 2, snatch 1, and then you'll be able to do it one more time because it's 2 material to do it, right? Alright, so we're going to go over, we're going to do a basic little combo line, right? I'm going to just give you guys a hand. So let's say we got like a Ghastly Glitch, a Rivalry, and Evenly, Pot of Extrav, and then let's say pink. Alright, so I'm going to do one combo line real quick and then I'll shut out this video. Don't worry, there's going to be lots of content coming. I have a lot of videos between Friday and Saturday, most of which I am not on camera. We have other teammates doing some stuff for a change. I know you guys get tired of seeing lab content. Alright, so here's the starting hand. So this isn't bad. So we had Pot of Extra for, let me build the deck, put the rest of the deck back together. So let's say this is your opening hand, you're going first, and you're just like, this evenly is in my hand, I don't need it right now, I'm going first, right? Okay. So let's go Pot of Extra. We're going to do 6. Draw 2. Okay, this is still fine. Right? Normal summon REN. REN effect, we're going to pitch to Evenly. Okay? REN's going to go, because you can grab Backjack here, but you're never going to grab Backjack. You want Backjack to stay in the deck. So we're going to search for Ariane. Ariane effect, so we're going to go grab Lady. Now Lady doesn't have to be flipped on the field as soon as possible. It's just like if a Labrynth effect or a normal trap card is activated this turn, quick effect. It says this turn, you can do it during the end phase, the draw phase, the standby phase, as long as you meet the criteria. Alright, so you're looking good right here. So from here I would set the Ghastly Glitch, because Lady gets protection once there's set cards on board, which by the way, if you have set face down monsters, that applies as well. So we're going to set this Ghastly. Set this Ghastly. Field spell. Set our Floodgate. Lady effect, declare. She has a special summon and defense mode, unfortunately. And you have 2 choices. You can go into try to draw cards, or you can go double disruption. And right here, I'd like to go double disruption, because either way, you're going to be doing some stuff here. So we're going to overlay into Wave King. And you're going to put these in defense mode mainly because of Lightning Storm. Lightning Storm won't affect Lady, but it'll affect everything else. And then you're going to make Deuce King Machina, or Divisor. Now, you're probably thinking, like, is this it? Realistically, this is all you need. So, let's say your opponent, you go to pass, right? So, standby, main, right? They go to put out a monster. Depending on what they're playing, let's say they're playing tier. No, let's say they're playing Sprite, actually. They put out Beaver. And they're like, okay, Beaver, fetch, Beaver. Put them on the rivalry. They have 2 beavers on the field. Cool. And then you could snatch it too, by the way. But in this situation, you'd want to not snatch it just due to the fact that you want them to be locked in the beast. So let's say they do another follow-up play. Ghastly Glitch 1, Lady 2. You can actually do something really spicy with this and this. I'm going to show you. So, Lady is going to search and set this big welcome. Alright. And, I'm going to pop a card with Ghastly, and I'm going to dump Lovely. You're probably like, Mr. Extra, why are you dumping Lovely? Won't you dump Backcheck here? Not with the field spell out, and we have another Ghastly Glitch anyways. So we would go field spell. Field spell is going to let me special summon Lovely from grave. So we're going to put Lovely out. And then, let's say they have another follow-up. Ghastly Glitch again. Pop a monster. Ghastly Glitch, we're going to dump Backjack this time. Because we love those free chicken tendies, guys. Dump the Backjack. Then, monster would get popped, get destroyed. And then, this point we would go Lovely 1. We're going to rip a card out of their hand, assuming they have no cards on the field, and we've already gotten rid of 2 of their cards. And then Backjack 2. So, Backjack, we're going to look at our top 3. Put it back in any order we choose. Now for here, because you're going to want to utilize that Backjack effect, I'd keep it just like this order, so evenly on top, Oriana second down. And it's still their turn. I would do this just simply. Go ahead and Backjack here. Because your opponent, when you reveal this evenly and you set it, and you can tell them you can use it this turn, that's going to scare them, whether I actually use it or not. But, like, you guys see how much I was able to do right there just off of, like, one monster in hand, evenly in my hand, and all kinds of stuff, right? The deck's got mad potential. It just requires, like, very situational thinking. But we're going to end it right here, right? I will do another deck profile for Labrynth in a couple months, probably like another set or 2 down. I don't want to keep just giving you all, like, deck profiles where it's, like, slightly similar than the last, right? And we're going to get there from here, or go from there. So, hopefully you enjoyed the content. Like, subscribe, the usual stuff. And, help us get to 1,000 subs. That's the goal. We're trying to monetize, guys. Don't forget to check out Dubby, our sponsor. We will have it right here in the video. Just kidding. I'm not that good at editing it, guys. I'll be honest with you. But Team Extra in all caps at checkout for discount code for 10% off. I swear. Try it. I took Dubby for one of my regionals, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good, guys. It was pretty good. I hope you enjoyed the content. There's going to be more to come. I work from home now officially, so I'm going to be trying to put more out for you guys. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy the rest of the day.